5 Charles, come out. All contact parties in one car, you contact parties in another car. Okay. Let me know if you smell HPD in one, and I'll let you know if I smell HPD in the other. Okay. And if there's only one HPD, then I'll go and talk to the HPD. That will be 10-6. 21 Zebra 26 has advised, and so will be 10-6. Swerving all over roadway near TC with head for that turnover. That turnover too yesterday. Charles, 1097.
21 Charles, 1097.
On Oakville?
What street is this?
It's on Oakville Cross. Yeah. Where's the cars at? Oh.
Oh, the other one's over there. There's no like block.
Hello.
Hey, just a heads up. I ran the sports plate.
Uh-huh.
And I think they said we bought the lotion. Just a heads up. There was a witness that saw the whole thing, but I told him to stick around and he bailed. No idea where he went. But it sounds like what he said he saw and what the driver of the Jeep said. Jeep's going northbound. The Ford's trying to shoot straight across. But it sounds like the Jeep was like basically right where I was. And fucking tagged each other and spun out.
Okay.
Driver, I don't know. I didn't know anything. I didn't talk to him that much of the Porsche. He was sitting in the driver's seat when I showed up. And, I'm pretty sure it's registered now. So.
Okay. Sounds good.
Other dude, I can't smell anything. Why don't you go to the ammo cover?
Yeah.
Jeep.
Okay.
You guys good? Yeah. You said you located inside the Porsche in the driver's seat? Yeah. Was he in the driver's seat? Sure. Yeah, he was already out, standing outside the stop. There's a couple cars stopped. One of them.
Yeah. We thought all the lanes were blocked, but we don't. We're like, what the heck? There's no lanes blocked.
The other driver, I didn't ID him. That's why
as far as injuries, do we know if it's moderate, minor?
He saw the whole thing.
No injuries? Oh.
They're not complaining. They have no complaints, and they don't want to be checked out like vital sign wise. They answered all our A&O questions. The Jeep was already up.
Yeah, he was basically
Good. 21, what's up?
Thank you. And then both vehicles,
21 traffic.
all that good stuff. See you next time. Thank you.
21, one Charles. The roadway's clear, no lanes are being blocked, and it's going to be 1182 only.
21 traffic, female leave blocked at 1182.
Hello, sir. Hi, I'm Officer Perez. I'm with the CHG. I'm the one that's investigating the crash. So I just needed to get a statement from you. Do you happen to have your ID with you by chance?
Yes, sir.
As far as injuries, anything that you're concerned about? Nothing?
Y el carro cuando se vino fuerte,
¿En qué dirección venía el carro?
venía de allá para acá.
¿Venía de acá para acá?
Y venía así, está llegando aquí como que viene el carro así. Entonces él trató, pero lo hizo fuerte, pero no libró.
Sure. Oh.
No libró y
Is your work ID or?
Hay que agarrar el registro y la aseguranza del carro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
ya nomás pegué eso, humo y ya no.
Mailing address?
It'll be the one in the long. What traffic have you 1185 and 80, go ahead. Time to 805 is buzzing up.
It's for a white Jeep, it's like moderate front end.
Do you happen to have a AAA service with the car? Or?
Well, I have AAA, yeah.
Okay.
But then I also have, Porsche,
Okay, acabamos de hablar acá.
Yeah.
No, I think we should be fine. We have
Yeah, the damage, usually when the airbags go off, they usually tell them for safety reasons. But the damage looks pretty significant. So I wouldn't suggest trying to drive off in it. That's for sure. What's a good contact phone number for you in case?
¿A dónde iba? ¿A mi casa? ¿Todavía vive aquí? No.
then in terms of the crash, which direction were you headed?
I was coming out of Walnut Drive.
Okay. So from this drive, you're headed this way, this direction?
Yeah, exactly. I was Walnut Drive going.
Okay. When you were on that street prior to coming to a stop, do you remember how fast you were going roughly?
I stopped.
How long would you estimate your stop?
Momentarily. And there was some traffic, but I thought I had no opening, so I went forward.
No, I believe he was going north, like towards St. Helena. I'm not sure. I'll have to talk to him in a moment just to see what he happened. But the damage on this side could also very well be from the fence. Yeah.
I'm going to start a tow for that one too, right?
Yes.
21, one road. The Porsche?
Yes. Did you happen to see the vehicle before it hit you, or did you just...
I did not.
No. Okay.
So he was coming south?
I don't know for a fact yet, only because I haven't talked to him, but based on one of the deputies that was here, that's what he basically said. His understanding was that the vehicle was driving northbound. Yeah, that's what he told me. But again, I don't know that for a fact.
One Charles, it's for a Porsche all-around damage.
Luckily, you're okay. That's the most important thing.
Well, yeah.
One Charles, what do you for Porsche all-around damage?
Okay. Usted venía hacia el norte, ¿verdad?
So once you went into the intersection, that's what you just felt the impact. You didn't see anything.
Dígame,
45 más o menos.
Okay. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué miedo?
Pues yo cuando venía ya cerca de ahí, vi el carro que se vino fuerte, yo muy llanta ahí cuando se vino.
Iba avanzando aquí entre la intersección.
O sea, del stop para acá se dejó venir a cruzar para este lado.
Muy rápido.
Rápido, pero pues ya, como yo venía pues ya casi llegando ahí, ya no alcanzó al lugar. Y otro muchacho que estaba aquí, venía de allá para acá, dice, y él vio, hasta se paró aquí, pero no le pedí la información, le sheriff, si hubiera querido su información para que...
Well, after the car spun, ended up here, did you get yourself out of the vehicle? Were you wearing your seatbelt at the time? Were you on your cell phone at all?
De su lado izquierdo. De su lado izquierdo, ¿verdad?
And was there anybody else in the vehicle? You happen to know if this is I believe this is a private road, correct? So, I'm going to read back the statement that you provided. I wrote pretty much in essence what you said. It's not going to be word for word identical, but I just want to make sure. In essence, it's what you remember. So, you said you were stopped momentarily at the intersection. you thought you realized there was some traffic, but you thought you had enough space to continue eastbound into the intersection, so you proceeded into the intersection. You immediately after entering the intersection felt impact to the vehicle, which caused you to spin out, and you ultimately ended up being stopped here. After the collision, you were able to get yourself out of the vehicle.
¿Qué pasó después del accidente?
Pues nada, yo nada más.
And then you said as far as injuries, there's nothing that you're complaining of at the moment?
Principalmente el muchacho que vino se paró, ya se me arregló y ya hasta que llegó el sheriff.
And then do you happen to have any insurance information on the vehicle, or is it inside? Okay. Is it in the glove box generally? Do you mind grabbing that for me, or if you don't mind me going in there, I can grab it for you. And then if you have the registration in there as well, that'd be great.
Le digo lo que usted me dijo a mí, usted dígame si es correcto, ¿sí? Entonces usted venía en esta dirección hacia el norte aproximadamente entre 45 y 50 millas por hora, cuando venía avanzando. Lo que es el límite. Iba llegando aquí a la intersección, usted miró el otro carro en el otro lado, de repente se vino hacia esta dirección a alta velocidad, usted no tuvo tiempo de hacer nada, puso las frenas, pero después sintió el impacto. Luego se fue fuera de control, terminó allá en esta área. Después del accidente, la gente empezó a llegarse, eventualmente el sheriff. ¿Algo más? Básicamente eso.
Todo lo que yo vi.
Ok, espéreme aquí un segundo. Statement. On here or
Anything with that right place? Huh?
Did you guys accomplish your measurements for the Jeep? I think the fact is damage too on the other side.
Driver over here.
Yeah. Keep covered.
No, we called the tow truck for you already. Yeah.
Déjenme más verifico su número de teléfono. Verificado. En unos minutos en lo que acaba él allá, va a venir a hablar, verificar una cuanta de información.
Oh. Yeah, traffic tends to speed quite a bit here in this area. Were you by chance able to find the insurance information, or?
Oh, is that not the same hospital?
No, it was just the registration.
You want 26 quick?
Oh, we're CI off. They got all that's over here.
Multiple units, you know, party, go ahead.
I took a photo of one X-ray head standing by for right here.
21-26, cover your code 4 with the pedestrian. There's one extra pedestrian, 1023 for a right. Any additional units of traffic? You're going to be listed at Visa 680.
Here's the registration back for you. So, just keep looking for it. I'm going to go talk to the other gentleman just to get his statement, and then once you find it, just give me a heads up. Hola. ¿Prefieres español o inglés? Español, ahora. Okay. Okay, yo soy el oficial Pérez con la patrulla de caminos. Yo soy... he's still looking for his insurance. Do you have his ID, by chance? Toda su información en la... Está igual.
I got a statement already, all that. Pretty much, basically, he's going north. Car cuts across from the other side, across, high rate of speed, jams the brakes, can't stop, feels an impact, goes over to that side.
Okay. Okay. Entonces, básicamente lo que me dijo mi compañero, nada más quiero verificar. Usted iba hacia el al norte, miró un carro que estaba parado allí, usted...
La verdad no vi si hizo bien stops, únicamente ya cuando yo iba llegando aquí, oí como que un quemón de llanta para acelerar rápido.
Ajá.
Y pum, sentí el impacto.
Entonces nada más miró la lucecita rapidito.
Rápido. Una cosa rapidísima.
Ah, ok. ¿Se acuerda más o menos a qué velocidad iba antes?
Yo lo que digo como al límite 45, 50,
Okay.
no creo que haya ido más de 50.
Ok, perfecto.
Era lo que es el límite así.
Ok, está bien.
Yo únicamente oí como que y vi la luz que se me atrás y sentí el impacto.
¿Y sí estaba usando su cinturón de seguridad? ¿Estaba usando su teléfono antes, presidente?
Tenía el teléfono
So you still need insurance?
Yes.
tenía el teléfono de la luz.
Ok. Ok, está bien. ¿Ha tomado alguna bebida alcohólica hoy o no?
En la tarde cuando fui para allá, cuando ya como fui a un funeral que tenemos acá con la familia, y hasta luego comimos, cenamos.
Okay.
Pero eso fue temprano en la tarde.
Okay. Antes del accidente, ¿tenía algún problema mecánico su vehículo?
No, estaba perfectamente.
Yeah, as long as
¿Y usted está enfermo o herido de alguna manera?
Ahorita perfectamente.
¿Es diabético o epiléptico usted? ¿Tiene algún defectos en sus pies, piernas, tobillos, caderas, hombros, algo así? ¿No?
Como digo aquí a lo poquito, a lo lejos puedo ver bien.
¿Y cuándo es la última vez que durmió?
Anoche.
¿Se acuerda más o menos como cuántas horas?
I think
Tal vez unas 6.
¿Y cuándo es la última vez que...
nothing hurts, no pain anywhere, anything like that? No.
¿Se acuerda qué es lo que comió?
Los tacos.
Tacos. ustedes es el que estaba manejando el vehículo, ¿verdad? Sí. ¿Alguna persona aparte de usted en el vehículo? I don't think so. I mean, just see if we can give him a ride or something, or he's going to have to stand by for the tow. Yeah, who is?
Oh, that's for you? Okay.
Yeah, just double check. Oh, okay.
Sir, in terms of getting you where you need to go, were you able to call anybody?
Me dijo que usted estaba solo en el vehículo, ¿verdad? Antes del accidente, ¿de dónde dijo que empezó a manejar?
Okay.
What's weird is I'm looking at this and where's the clutch? I mean,
¿Y a dónde iba? ¿Y sabe dónde está ahorita?
Did you notice anything mechanically wrong with your vehicle?
Y cuando estaba tomando en ese rato, ¿qué es lo que estaba tomando? ¿Nada más una? ¿Tipo de cerveza?
airbag stuff. What happens if
¿Cómo a qué la bebida?
You guys have a crash card?
5.
And then in terms of like...
¿Y como a qué horas terminó de tomar la cerveza? Como piensa media hora, 40 minutos, media hora. Entonces como a las 5:40 piensa.
Do you have any questions for us? I'll give you a card with that.
¿Y dónde es que estaba tomando?
Can give you a ride if you want, or if you want. We have 2 units here, so thank you.
so what is this gentleman's story?
Pretty much, he's going north and you're coming this way.
¿Siente los efectos de esa cerveza ahorita o no?
No, it's just preliminary. He's traveling north and taking the truck across. My partner will get down to his exact statement, but that's pretty preliminary.
¿Se golpeó la cabeza cuando pasó el accidente o recientemente?
We'll get you right.
Hace 10 años que tuve
In a second here. Just take care of a couple things here.
Pero ahorita recientemente no.
Okay.
Después de que pasó el accidente, ¿ha tomado alguna otra cosa? No, nada de agua, nada de alcohol, nada de cine. ¿Está bajo del cuidado de un doctor o un dentista por alguna razón? ¿Ha tomado alguna medicina o alguna droga hoy o recientemente? Lo que es eso. Todas las preguntas que tengo ahora, lo único que quiero hacer es nada más verificar que no esté borracho. Entonces lo que quisiera hacer es hacerles unos exámenes de sobriedad. Son bastante básicos. Se los voy a explicar primero, luego se los demuestro. Y si usted tiene alguna pregunta sobre el examen, usted me dice. Y luego hacemos el examen ya cuando usted piensa que lo suficiente. Lo primero que voy a hacer es nada más le voy a revisar los ojos. Si puede poner los pies juntos así como los tengo yo, sus manos van a estar a su lado.
Something we ask everybody in terms of alcohol use.
¿Sí ve la punta de mi dedo aquí? Ok, entonces va a seguir la punta de mi dedo con sus ojos solamente, su cabeza la... Sí, la entiendo. Nada más quiero verificar, pero sí puede ver mi dedo aquí. Ok, entonces va a seguir la punta de mi dedo con los ojos solamente, ¿ok?
Smoking is on the right shoulder, or to get out of the vehicle. Trigger advising a step intersection.
No idea. I mean, isn't that weird? Yeah. What weird?
Did it go up into it or something?
It could have with the impact. It's a small car. Really big car.
Because the point is, it can't put the clutch against it. Right? so you're fine.
Nada más con los ojos, ¿sí?
Yeah. It has some pretty considerable damage, so we went ahead and called the tow.
Okay. Lo que voy a hacer ahora, voy a hacer un círculo enfrente de su cara, voy a traer mi dedo cerca de su nariz, pero no lo voy a tocar, nada más siga siguiendo la punta. Una vez más. Perfecto. Puede cerrar y abrir los ojos con...
Because you said you had a drink, I would like to take a quick look at your eyes to get that out of the way, okay?
Fine.
All I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you take a look at the tip of my eye with your eyes
el
open.
siguiente examen...
Don't move your head, okay?
El siguiente examen lo que voy a hacer es... yo se lo voy a explicar y se lo voy a demostrar usando mi pierna izquierda. Usted puede usar la pierna que usted quiera. No haga el examen todavía, yo le voy a explicar cuando empiece. Entonces, lo que va a hacer es va a levantar un pie aproximadamente 6 pulgadas del piso. Va a mirar ese pie que está alzado. Va a contar en voz alta 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005 y va a seguir contando para arriba hasta que le diga que pare. Entonces, cuando le digo que empiece, se va a mirar exactamente como se lo voy a mostrar. Manos a su lado, va a levantar una pierna 6 pulgadas del piso y va a contar 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007 y va a seguir contando así. El examen es corto, es menos de un minuto, entonces
Nada más le comento que este lado me quedó...
Ok, entiendo, entonces puede usar la pierna que usted quiera, con la que se sienta más cómodo. Piensa que se va a caer, entonces no quiero hacer eso. Hacemos otro examen que esté más simple, porque no quiero que se vaya a caer y se va.
Puedo tratar ese. Pero con el pie está bien. Con este pie está bien, con el pie derecho.
Ok, pero como le digo, si usted...
Con el pie derecho está bien.
Y no piense, no le cuenta en su contra si no lo quiere hacer.
No hay ningún problema, pero como le digo, este pie lo tengo.
Ok. Ok, entonces recuerde, mantenga sus manos a su lado, va a levantar una pierna, mantenga sus piernas rectas, va a mirar a su pie alzado y va a contar en voz alta. ¿Sí entiende las direcciones? Bueno, entonces va a contar en la forma 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. ¿Alguna pregunta antes de empezar? Ok, entonces yo le digo cuando empiece, listo, y empiece.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010.
Que levanta el pie y sigue contando. Levanta el pie.
1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Ok, puede parar. You are? Yeah.
Hey, if you guys could just stand by a couple minutes. You need to pass yet?
Huh?
Need to pass yet?
Yeah, bring it out. Ok, casi terminamos. Ok, el siguiente examen lo que va a hacer es va a poner sus pies juntos, manos a su lado. No haga nada todavía, nomás le estoy explicando ahorita. Entonces, le voy a dar 3 instrucciones separadas. Entonces, con los pies juntos, sin sus manos a su lado, la primera instrucción que le voy a dar es, le voy a decir, mire hacia el cielo. Usted lo único que va a hacer es mirar al cielo. La segunda cosa que le voy a decir es, cierre los ojos. Entonces, manteniendo su cabeza hacia el cielo, usted va a cerrar los ojos. Y la tercera y última cosa que le voy a decir es empiece. Cuando yo le diga empiece, lo único que usted tiene que hacer es estimar 30 segundos en su cabeza, como 30 segundos de un reloj. Ajá, y con los ojos cerrados. Ajá. Entonces, cuando usted piense que los 30 segundos hayan pasado, lo único que tiene que hacer es abrir sus ojos, mirarme a mí y decir la palabra alto, en voz alta, para que yo sepa que usted haya terminado. ¿Alguna pregunta? Ok, perfecto. Entonces, pies juntos, manos a su lado. Mire hacia el cielo, cierre los ojos.
I'm going to take a couple. Are you here for both or just one? Are you here for this one?
I got the
I'm going to take a couple measurements, okay, pictures.
Alto. Okay. Ok, último examen, ok. Le voy a leer esto. No está aprobación por alguna razón, ¿verdad? No está aprobación por que se someta a una prueba preliminar de alcohol para asistirme en determinar si usted está bajo la influencia del alcohol. Usted puede negarse a someterse a esta prueba, sin embargo, esta prueba no es parte del consentimiento implícito. Si es arrestado, estará obligado a dar una muestra de su sangre o aliento para determinar el contenido de alcohol o droga en su sangre. Entonces, es una máquina de aliento. ¿Alguna vez ha tomado una de esos exámenes? Sí. Okay. Sorry. Lo hacemos 2 veces, lo hacemos una vez, esperamos 2 minutos y lo hacemos la segunda vez. Ya cuando hacemos la segunda prueba nos dice el resultado. Entonces yo la sostengo la máquina porque si se cae y se quiebra son como $5,000 y no los tengo. Entonces respire profundo para adentro y sopla. Más. Perfecto. Esperamos 2 minutos y hacemos la segunda prueba.
Depending on where it goes, I can come over here if you want to go talk to him after that's done. Okay. We'll go that way. He said he had a glass of wine and stuff. It was an order, just kind of steady on his feet. I don't know if it's due to age or...
Okay. She's saying Jim. Total? People?
Yeah, I'm going to take a couple measurements now because I want to get this issue.
Huh? Let me try that one more time. It was a matter of time. Perfecto, entonces como lo hice la última vez, otra vez, respiro profundo y sople. Más. Perfecto.
okay?
No, it hasn't been really so. Yeah. All right, I'll go talk to him then.
Okay. I'm going to keep doing measurements and stuff like that. I'll talk to him.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. El consejero.
So, all done with him. So basically what he said is he was going northbound. He saw a glimmer of light go across, and then he just felt the impact. So he said he was coming from Napa, going towards California. That is it with him. So my partner said he did spoke to you, or he did speak to you, and he did smell a little bit of alcohol coming from your breath. So I just want to make sure I confirmed with him that he wasn't under the influence. I just want to make sure you're not under the influence as well. So what I'd like to do is just ask you a couple voluntary questions and have you do a couple voluntary tests. Are you okay with that? Okay. Prior to the crash, was there anything wrong with your vehicle? No. Are you sick or injured in any way? Are you diabetic or epileptic? Do you take insulin? Do you take insulin? And do you have any physical impairments in your arms, legs, back, shoulder, anything like that?
No. I mean, I just had a...
Okay.
And I...
Okay.
Sí, ahorita antes de que se lo lleven, si quiere ir agarrado ahorita.
And when was the last time that you slept? That you slept? So, yeah. So I apologize in advance. Some of these questions are very strange. They're just questions that I read off of a little card that we're given. So some of them might seem a little odd. And how many hours would you estimate you slept?
8 hours.
And when was the last time you consumed any food? So it's about 11 right now. Around what time? Just an estimation. Okay. And okay, 8 o'clock. And what did you have to eat? Yeah.
Fecha, la hora que tuvo el accidente.
¿El número de reportes es ese?
No, todos juntos.
Ok.
Nomás dele todos los números
A la aseguranza.
y dígale nomás que
It does sound pretty
la
delicious.
patrulla de caminos de California tomó reportes de
No voy ahí a la...
And you were obviously the one driving the vehicle, right? Nobody else was controlling it somehow.
Okay.
And by no, you mean yes, you were the one driving, right? By no, you mean yes, you were the one driving?
Just going to take a couple pictures and then you should be ready. I'll come back to this one right now.
And then where were you coming from originally before the crash? And then where were you headed to? And do you know where you're stopped at right now?
Yeah, woman driving 29.
And then I know you mentioned to my partner you had a drink earlier. Do you, what was it that you had to drink?
I had a glass of wine before dinner, and I think I had one dinner.
Was it, what type of wine was it? So you said the glasses of champagne was before dinner? At the same place? Okay. And you said you started at around 7, you finished by around 8? And where did you consume those drinks? Friend's house? Do you feel any effects from the drinks right now? Did you happen to bump your head at all during the accident? Since the accident occurred, have you consumed anything as far as water, alcohol, or anything like that?
No, I love the water. No. I have a gallon of cold water that's spilled on me.
That's important. Are you under the care of a doctor or a dentist for any specific reason other than just regular doctor visits?
We use that thing all the time. On the road. We're like part-time animal control too. You don't know how many animal calls we get all the time.
And have you consumed any medicine or any drugs as of today? How many medications do you generally take on an everyday basis? Okay. Do any of those medications impair your ability to drive or anything like that? Do you happen to know the names of the medications off the top of your head?
I have on my phone.
If you don't remember, it's okay. Do you remember? Do you know what you take them for?
I take them for. I have doing this on my phone. I can.
Okay. Yeah, well. Okay. As far as the medications, all the ones that you've consumed today, when was the last time that you've consumed it? What time? Did you say you take it? 8 o'clock? Do you feel any effects right now from any of those medications? And then have you had any surgeries recently? Okay.
Only I was at crash. It was a description that 2 vehicle 182 on Cole and Oklahoma.
Okay, no problem.
And then so you said perfect. All right, those are all the questions I have for you. What I'll do now is I'll explain and demonstrate a couple of tests to you. I'm not trying to trick you or deceive you or confuse you in any way. I'll explain the test to you first, then I'll demonstrate it to you, and then I'll have you perform it. If at any point you feel confused or you feel like you don't know what I'm asking you to do, let me know. I want to make sure that you actually understand what I'm asking you to do. So the first test, I'm just going to check your eyes. I believe my partner checked your eyes very briefly. So if you want, we can go across the street over there. It's a little straighter than here because that way your balance is a little better. If you're fine here, we can do it here as well. It's up to you. I just want to check your eyes.
Check my eyes?
Yeah. So it's going to be a couple different tests. Some of them have a little bit of balancing to do. If you feel like physically you're incapable of doing it, I don't want to have you hurt yourself. So we can do, I have a bunch of different tests, but we'll do whichever ones are safest for you. And then we'll go from there. And then the other thing, like I said, these are all voluntary tests. I'm not trying to make you do anything you don't want to do. If you feel like you're not impaired, we could just skip to doing a breath test, and then that'll tell me exactly where we're at if you don't want to do any of those tests. Because they are a little bit, they take a little bit of time, so it's up to you.
This is a little awkward here.
Huh? What? Nah, give us your receipt. You're good. You're good. Yeah, you can grab onto my shoulder. It's go over here. So, yeah, it's a little better. We can go on the sidewalk there if that works for you. Okay. So, if you don't mind standing about right here for me, I'm just going to check your eyes briefly here. Within the last 24 hours?
Probably a little bit.
Okay.
So, whatever, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, what I'm going to have you do is you're just going to put your feet together just as mine are, like that. Your arm's going to be down your sides. So if you don't mind sticking like one step forward a little bit. Perfect. All right. So what I'm going to have you do is you see the tip of my finger here?
Yeah.
You're going to follow the tip of my finger with your eyes. Your head is going to stay just as it is right now. I'm going to move it a couple of times in front of your face. So just keep trying to track the tip of my finger as much as you can. If you need to blink as many times as you need. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can you see the tip of my finger here?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to make a circle in front of your face. I'm going to bring my finger close to your nose, but I'm not going to touch you. Just try to keep following the tip of my finger, okay? All right, one more time. Perfect. All right, you can relax. Sorry?
I can't move it forward.
Yeah, it's you guys are both actually really lucky that the crash wasn't a lot more serious than it was in terms of injuries. Because there's crashes that I've been to a lot less damage than this, where people have turned out more seriously injured. So the next test that I'm going to have you do is fairly simple. I'm going to give you 3 different instructions. What you're going to do is you're going to start off with your feet together just as mine are. Your arms are going to be down your sides. The first thing I'm going to say is look up at the sky. The only thing you have to do is just look up at the sky just like that. Then the second thing I'm going to say is close your eyes. So you're going to just close your eyes like that. And then the last thing I'm going to say is begin. Once I say begin, the only thing you have to do is estimate 30 seconds inside of your 30 seconds have passed. Open your eyes. Just say the word stop verbally. That way I know you're done with the test. All this test is designed to do is just test your internal clock. Nothing else. So do you have any questions about the test itself before we begin it? Okay. Do you understand the test? Yeah. So feet together, arms on your sides. You're going to look up at the sky, and then you're going to close your eyes, and then I'm going to say begin. And then once you think the 30 seconds have passed, just open your eyes, look at me, and say the word stop verbally. That way I know you're done with the test.
They took off from here as soon as that one came out.
So go ahead and look up at the sky for me. Close your eyes.
No, we're on eval right now. Yeah.
And begin.
So hold it like. So yeah, we might be here a little bit. Yeah, nobody's finding any injuries. Yes. Okay. Okay.
Oh, that was actually really spot on. 30 seconds.
Just gonna grab my notepad from behind you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you think you're physically able to balance on one foot or another? No. Okay. Yeah, I don't want you to injure yourself if you can't. Would you be willing to do the breathalyzer test? Well, I've only essentially done 2 tests, but I have to do a couple. And rather than waste your time and do a bunch of different tests, if we just do that one, that'll be... most of them require balancing, and I wouldn't want you to fall over and hurt yourself. So the balance test, what it's going to require, so I'll explain it to you, and then you let me know if you're okay or you feel comfortable performing it. So if you want, you can watch me. I'll explain it and demonstrate it to you.
Car's all set.
So you're going to start off with your feet together just like that. Your arms are going to be down your sides. What you're going to do is you're going to lift one foot off the ground about 6 inches, just an approximation. You're going to make sure your foot is parallel to the ground. You're going to look down at the raised foot, and you're going to count out loud. It's going to be in the manner of 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop. The test is fairly short. It's less than a minute long. So it's going to look exactly as I'm going to show you right now. So arms down your sides. You're going to lift one foot about 6 inches off the ground. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Sometimes people will do this and they'll bend their knee. So just make sure your legs are straight, just like that. So some key things to remember for this test is make sure your arms are down to your sides. Make sure your foot is parallel to the ground, raised about 6 inches off the ground. So you're going to look down at the raised foot and you're going to count out loud in the manner that I explained. Do you think you're comfortable enough doing that one? So you can't grab onto the patrol car though. So you could try both feet out if you want. I'll let you start. You can try the test with both feet. I'll give you like a pre-trial run, for lack of a better term. You could try it with both feet, see which one you feel more comfortable with, and then once you're ready, just let me know. Are you sure you could complete the test? Okay. Because I really don't want you to fall over and hurt yourself. That's the last thing I want. Right, but that defeats the whole purpose of the test, grabbing onto a patrol car. You seem pretty shaky on your legs, and I don't want you to fall over. So.
Well, I'm not gonna fall over. It's just a question.
Right. Well, just based on what I'm seeing, I don't feel comfortable having you perform the test because I don't want you to have the potential to fall over and hurt yourself. That's not what I'm trying to accomplish. So we'll do a different test. So the next test that I'm going to have you do is called the finger count test. It's very simple. So just don't do anything yet. Just watch me. So you can use left hand or right hand, whichever one you feel more comfortable with. What you're going to do is you're going to touch the tip of your thumb to the tip of every finger. Okay, so it's going to look like this. 1, 2. So don't. Hold on. So you're going to touch, like I said, the tip of your thumb to the tip of every other finger. So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's one set, and I need you to do 3 sets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. So sometimes people get mixed up between the tips of their fingers, which would be this, and the pads of their fingers. So people will do that, but just make sure you're touching the tips of your fingers. So do you understand the instructions? So, do you understand? Okay, perfect. Okay, so just make sure you're counting each time you touch your finger. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, and that's 3 sets, the way I explained it. Any questions before we start testing? Okay. All right, so go ahead, stand up straight without leaning on the patrol car here. Okay. All right. Yeah, I understand.
I know he's in the middle of something, but if you do, there's a key fob knob in there.
He's almost done. Give me like 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right. Last one here, I'm just going to read this to you briefly. So, I am requesting that you take a preliminary alcohol screening test to further assist me in determining whether you're under the influence of alcohol. You may refuse to take this test. However, this is not an implied consent test, and if arrested, you will be required to give a sample of your blood or breath for the purpose of determining the actual alcoholic and drug content of your blood. So in regular terms, what that means is that I'm requesting that you take a breathalyzer test. It's a voluntary test. It's not a required test. In the case that somebody is arrested for driving under the influence, they are required to submit to a separate test. So sometimes where people get mixed up is when I ask them about this test, which is just generally the preliminary alcohol screening test, or otherwise known as the breathalyzer, is when if somebody does that test and then I determine that they're still under the influence and I place them under arrest, then there's a separate chemical test that they're required to take. So it's 2 separate breath tests. Like I said, this one is voluntary. I'm requesting you do it, but like I said, You have the option?
We did always do the test.
Right, right.
And I
But
passed all the tests.
so,
Why are we doing that?
so none of the tests are pass or fail. And a lot of people that actually think that they're pass or fail, but there's not. None of the tests are pass or fail. There's just different clues that I'm trained to look for when I'm having somebody do all these tests. And you have the right to refuse that test. But if you do, then I still ultimately have to make a determination of whether I think you're impaired based on your performance on all the other tests. So don't think that the tests were pass or fail at all. They're just clues that I look for in every test. Are you willing to do the breathalyzer test?
I don't think so. We did always do the test. And I'm going to go home.
Right. No, I understand you want to go home. I understand that you want to go home, but you got to understand from my standpoint, right? You're involved in a crash.
Right.
I smell alcohol coming from your breath. I can see you're very unsteady on your feet. So you see where it's concerning to me? Right, right. I understand what you told me, but on my end, you also got to look at from my end. I smell the alcohol on your breath. I see how unsteady you are on your feet, and I understand you're telling me that. You also got to understand, from my perspective, there's still a job that I have to do. Does that make sense? No. Okay.
Hello? Hey.
So with that being said, are you comfortable doing the breathalyzer test or no?
I'm finishing
No?
up.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we'll invite you.
Whatever. Whatever. I'm a really high-profile person.
Right. No, I understand who you are, and I'm not here to try to do anything to
Okay, we'll do.
draw any negative attention to you. If you've been honest with me, there's really nothing that you should be worried about in terms of the alcohol you consume. If you've been honest with me about your consumption being only two glasses of alcohol, there's no reason why that amount will put you at above the legal limit. But the way I think about it, right, if somebody's involved in a crash, right, imagine from a standpoint if and God forbid, one of your family members involved in a crash, and the person who caused that crash has alcohol in your system, you would want that person or that officer to do everything he can to make sure that person wasn't under the influence, correct? And that's what I try to do with every crash that I suspect that there might be some level of impairment. I just want to confirm that that's not the case.
I'm exhausted.
Right.
A long day.
I totally understand. Okay.
Say again?
Okay. All right, give me a second. Let me just talk to
That was pretty much
that officer over there.
the
We'll
driver,
go
right?
from there, and then we'll
Okay.
figure everything out.
Be all set.
Just give me a second.
Once we finish, yeah, so from yours is all set, and then we'll finish his up.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
So, I mean, he's really unsteady on his feet, but I'm going to tell you everything that I've got. So, he refused pass, but he's unsteady on his feet. But that could partially be because he had a. I did see some HGN. Sorry. Wrong one. So, HGN, no LLC, Mr. Blomberg was spot on 30 seconds. He did finger count, he performed that fine, but in terms of a one-leg stand and walk and turn, well, I didn't even have him do them just because he's constantly grabbing onto the control card just to be able to keep his balance.
Right.
I did see some HGN, and just based on the Romberg. So, what do you think?
You can only go with the totality of all you have.
Right. And he's at fault for the crash, right?
And it's depending on what you saw on HCN, because that's pretty much what you have left.
Yeah.
I have taken everything into account.
If you
Yeah,
do,
make
because
the call.
we are here today, your email, Hey, good Paul 27 guys.
So here's where I'm at. Okay. In terms of the totality of everything, based on what I've seen.
Okay,
I do think that alcohol had a reason to do the crash. So based on that, I am going to be putting someone for DUI. So that's just based on all the information that I have at hand. So
We'll talk from here. There's a few steps that we have to go through. We'll take it one step at a time.
what about the other driver? What was this for?
Well, he was evaluated as well.
I evaluated myself to make sure that he wasn't impaired, and I came to the conclusion that he was not impaired. And I had a few, just the same exact thing that you did, if not actually more tests. So that's where I'm at. I gotta be fair and impartial.
Well, I understand that, but, there's all these steps that you suggested.
Well, I told you they're all voluntary tests. I told you that from the beginning. All the questions, all the testing is more voluntary, and I appreciate you for at least attempting them, but based on the fact that you caused the crash, based on the fact Yeah, you were at that side of the street, based on what you told me, you drove across the street, so you're required to stay stopped on your side of the street, so it's fast. Well, not necessarily because you ended up crashing, right? So the person that's going northbound has the right of way.
Southbound.
No, he said he was going northbound. That's where I'm at.
I'm 23.
So that being said, obviously, I do have to put you in handcuffs. That's just my department's policy. If it's possible, I don't want to have to transport you to the county jail. If it's okay with my supervisor, it's okay with my
21 Charles, Officer Perez, 1015.
if I see something, and then if you have a family member or somebody that's legal age that has a valid license, and I can come pick you up.
No. First of all, I'm up here by myself. My wife Nancy is back here. There are no adults up here.
Do you have any friends?
No.
We can talk. That'll be like the next step, but there's a couple things we need to take care of before we get to that part.
Alright, so we're going to try to figure out what we can do to...
my home is up here. I'm up here by myself. I drove up here today. My wife's back in the East Coast. All our security is back there with her, so I have nobody here. None of my family is here.
We can discuss with our superiors all that in a second.
Alright, so I do have to put your handcuffs. That's not something that I wanted to personally do, but if it's my department requires me to
What is... Just because I said no to a drug license?
No, like I explained to you before you even did the thing, I'm just doing it because the person is a volunteer that the person that you had a heart attack.
Not transport any parties or make contact with any
It's not the first time that I've done this. People repeat this all the time. Ultimately, I have to still have to...
So if I said give me a drug license,
We're going to move on to that next step,
So that's already... Yeah, we're beyond that point. What? Because I already told you I could do it.
You did not say if I say no to the test, you're going to arrest me.
Right.
If I think you give me a test, then what?
Because that is for court purposes. So I want to be as fair and impartial as possible, and I don't want to sway your... Which is why I didn't tell you I completely...
21-026.
And I do that with everybody. It's not just you, but I have to be fair. I have to be... I do things the same way.
Just by myself.
Here's the next stage that we have, okay? I'm going to read this other...
It generally says.
And I told you that none of them are pass or fail. And that's what you told me. You said I can't tell you that, but I told you none of them are pass or fail. There's clues that I look for in every case. So I'm going to read this briefly, okay? This is directly from the District Attorney's Office in Napa County. You are required by state law to submit to a chemical test to determine the alcohol content in your blood. You have the choice of submitting to a breath or a blood test. If you refuse or fail to complete a test, I will apply for a search warrant if the judge issues the warrant and will take a sample of your blood, even if you do not consent. Will you agree to take a breath test or do you consent?
that question again?
Yeah.
And so if I say yes, then what happens?
Then you tell me which test you want to take, and then based on that answer, then we either do a breath test or a blood test. Or if you refuse, then I have to write a warrant, send it to a judge, and then it'll get a little bit more complicated for you.
So, I mean, it wasn't meant that I call an attorney and ask what the hell I should do.
Well, you don't technically you don't have that right to call an attorney at this point. I mean, you can hire an attorney, but for you to give me an answer of what you want to do, you're not entitled to an attorney.
The DMV. We can read you the verbiage from the DMV, and that can explain things a little better in terms of what's going on at this point. So let me get that form.
The breath test, we give you the results right now. The blood test, we won't get the results for a while because they get sent to the Department of Justice, and they test the blood independently from us. We have nothing to do with it. So they're the ones that test it. They come up with the results.
So if I take one of the tests, then what happens?
Well, if you're below, if you do the breath test and if you're below, then we'll send you on your way. But there's a caveat to that because even if you are below, you can still be arrested for DUI. Say, for example, you're between 0.05 to 0.079. That's technically under the limit, but you can still be arrested for driving under the influence based on whatever the totality of the circumstances. Well, you still have okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Any questions?
So that's what a blood test is.
No,
the breath test is. So if I take the blood test, then what? Where do we go do that?
It's the same exact thing. Well, I'll discuss with my supervisor to see what he's willing to do, just because we know you're a high-profile person. So then I'll consult with him to see what he wants me to do at that point, and then whatever, based on his direction,
And where would I do the blood test?
we have to transport you to either a hospital or to our local jail, or to the office.
To our area office.
To our area office. And then we call paramedics. There's paramedics that are not certified.
And so what is, I'm sorry, I just got really anything on this stuff. And so the blood test is how much alcohol is in the system?
So both of the tests, they test the same exact thing. They just check for the amount of alcohol.
Difference is that one, it would be the machine here, the portable breath machine that we have on scene, and we are qualified to perform that test on scene. We can do that. It prints out a receipt. It shows you immediately what the results are. For the blood test, obviously we're not blood technicians, so a blood technician would draw your blood. After that, it would be sent to a lab, and a lab technician would test those results. And depending on how busy they are, it varies in the time that those results come back.
Well, we'd have to go somewhere else to do that.
Yes.
Yes, we
Take
transport
a
you.
breath test, then what happens? You have it now.
We do that now, and we show you where you stand.
And what, so, I'm sorry, I'm just second. So, how many things do you have to have the blood test to show that you have it?
Well, a lot of it depends on the person, the size, the amount of alcohol they consume, your metabolism, how quickly you metabolize alcohol. It's all dependent on the person. I can't give you a specific number just because everything's dependent on.
So if I take the breath test and I fail the blood test, then what happens?
So you don't have to do one or the other. You don't have to do both.
Well, if I take the breath test and I fail, then what happens?
Then we proceed forward with the arrest. And if you do the blood test, then we won't know the result. So it's the same thing.
But to do the blood test, I have to go somewhere else to do it.
Yeah, which is only a couple minutes down the road.
Is one more effective than the other?
They're designed for the same stuff.
It just comes down, ultimately it comes down to what you want to do in terms of, you want to know what your alcohol level is.
Like I said, I'll talk with my supervisor based on his recommendation.
We can't make any calls in terms of that, but we can obviously contact our superiors, and ultimately they make the call of what happens next.
Which guys do? Okay. Sounds good. We'll go over to our office. We'll do this downstairs. We'll call for I don't want to do that. Hold on.
Hold on 1 second.
Erratic braking and then having to stop behind. Is this going to be one of these
Wait. I have to double lock them because otherwise they will tighten up on you and then it'll feel pretty comfortable. So, should we put him in the front? I don't think he'll fit back there. It's pretty tight. Okay. So we're going to put you on the front seat just because it's pretty small back there, and you're kind of a tall person. Go ahead and have it in the front there. Watch your head as you... You need help getting in? You good? Okay. For everything. All right. Okay. Good. So I'm just gonna empty your pockets out. Okay. I gotta put all your stuff in one place. Flashlight was on. Do you have any pocket knives or anything on any of your pockets? Anything in the other pocket? All right. So you said you wanted to do the blood test, correct? Okay. So we'll be transporting you over to our office in Napa. We'll be calling for a blood test. Yeah. I'm going to put all this stuff. Do you have an outer coat pocket? I don't think it'll fit. I'll just put it in the door here. It'll fit? Okay. Perfect. All right. All your money's in there. Keys. Perfect. All right. That should be it. All right. Good? All right. Yeah. We're not forgetting anything?
No.
Did you take some photos?
I got a lot of photos and stuff, and other guys did most of the stuff for the other car.
Alright, get back here. Good.
Commercial 95, you're 29 and 37, eliminating two.
Did we notify dispatch of the damage fence?
Is it the Vineyards?
I think so.
I didn't put a 422, but we can do that later.
Okay.
Just put a 422. Pretty sure it's for the Vineyard.
Yeah.
I'll come back and drop a 422 on it. Just advise them of one, no parking sign down on Oakville.
Okay.
Commercial 95, copy 142, 197 as well, and you're heading to the party that's HBD. So it's going to be a Solano handle.
Your door is open, Lopez.
What's the unit USA?
Lopez.
Yeah.
You heard?
Huh?
I think your door's still...
I can't do anything to it.
Alright, let me pull over.
It won't open. That's fine.
Okay. 21, 1 Charles, 1148.
Multiple units, unit was party, go ahead. When you're ready to the pedestrian, you reach just west of the steel steaming route to the 1182 and you're done.
One Charles, 1148.
22-0. Is there coverage that's on 29? It says the Leo PA handle. Commercial 185 CFI. Commercial 185, please confirm that TC is on 29. Commercial 185, copy is on 29, just north of 37. You're going to be next to the westward 37 on.
No, I haven't even gotten to dispatch yet.
Oh, they still haven't even taken your mileage?
No. 21, 1 Charles.
I copy this to the Vallejo PD handle. Commercial 185, I'll go landline with the Vallejo PD and will advise. And 21 Charles, 1148, go ahead.
1 Charles will be en route to the Napa CHP office beginning of 652. Can you start a blood check to the office? ETA is about 10.
I copy right to the area office and you need a blood check to the office. Your ETA 10, that's 30 mileage for me.
Beginning of 652.
1 Charles, I copy 652, and I don't know. Hey, let's fix it. Go ahead. It's going to go phonetically.
We weren't even on Silverado Trail. We were on State Route 29. We were not even on Silverado Trail. Yep. He said he was going northbound from Napa.
Coming across.
Yep.
And he couldn't stop. And he told me to come across.
Yeah.
That's weird. And what was his explanation for that?
He just wasn't physically able to react to that.
That's really strange.
I've continued to the layout if they get any change.
No, I actually had him do more tests. More tests than you did.
To the layout and the
I had him answer all the same questions. And no, he wasn't impaired. Yes. There was some damage.
With 1097 ending up 410. Negative history.
Okay, 21-6 flag copy, thank you. One Charles 1097, break for any mileage.
So, what's your name for the guy?
664.
So, what's your name? 664 for the next one.
Once you're ready to get out here. Thank you. Need help? So we're going to go over here. I'll help you out. Over here to the left. We're going to have you sit down in that bench over there. I'll take the cuffs off. The paramedics are on their way. They'll be here shortly.
Those people still out there working in that event? No, hopefully not. It's all way down for you guys.
Yeah, they're not very comfortable. Just have a seat there for me. Yeah, I can imagine. Did we happen to give you your license back? I believe y'all did, right? I gave you your license back? Do you happen to have that still? Take your wallet. Mind grabbing it for me? I'm gonna fill this form out real quick. Since 2017.
Charles, I'm hearing that Valley.
Hey, sir, we'll hold off on the phone right now, okay? He's going to touch you right now. So, once we go from there, we'll...
Okay, Sergeant, go ahead.
So, once we're done with the test, he said there's nobody here in town that you can get hold of or anything like that. So,
12:30 at night.
great.
My family's in San Francisco. My wife's back in Washington.
So, no.
One Charles, go ahead. One Charles, I copy. Angelo. Huh? Oh. Do you mind checking to see if the blood test is thing? I guess they're here, but the gate's locked. Oh, never mind. Hello. How's it going?
Going good. How are you guys?
Good. Sorry?
What pushes on those tests?
So I said there's several clues on every test. So it's not just one test that draws my conclusion. It's several tests that I have you do, and just the totality of the circumstances, the crash.
Well, it says vehicle?
Yes, crash. Thank you. So let's get through this real quick, and then we'll.
Just to let you know, we are only doing one tube now.
That's fine. We just got notification of it.
Go grab a chuck. Anything else for me?
How's it going?
What was my 10:15? Remember?